I've got a lot to say in a little amount of time, so I'm going to try to run through it pretty quickly, but it's all good stuff, so hopefully you'll find it entertaining here. So there's a lot of trends going on in the marketplace right now. OEM car makers are looking at different ways that people own vehicles, right? So car sharing is one component of things that are happening as a result of all these trends, urbanization, Internet of Things, etc. So car sharing is one of those components, and that's what ReachNow does. So car sharing, a little bit about it, we're taking cars off the road. So there's a study done recently that said for every single car share vehicle, 7 to 11 vehicles come off the road. So we're actually taking all that greenhouse gas out of the system. We're also removing older polluting vehicles. So a lot of the cars that are being sold off or not repurchased, they're old vehicles that should be taken out. And we're giving people more income, right? So cars are very expensive to own. It's an asset that sits in a driveway or sits in a garage most of the time. And so we're simply allowing them to recoup all that money that's really kind of a sunk cost. The product that we have is on-demand, flexible, free-floating car share. So we're like Car2Go, which is kind of one of our main competitors, but we have different cars. It's BMWs and Minis. We're Portland's currently only electric vehicle fleet. The cars will have 30 electric vehicles coming out in the next week. So we'll have these beautiful i3s that are going to be all over the streets of Portland. It's a pay-per-use type of a service. You can pick up and drop off at any legal street parking. So we pay for the parking, we pay for the gas, we pay for the insurance. So it's a pretty simple system. We're capping rates at 3, 12, and 24 hours up to 5 days. You can get it even longer if you want, so we become more like a traditional car share or car rental. So let's talk about the tech. So there's a mobile app, right? We all have apps here. So an app, the app that we have is iPhone or Android. It's a 2 to 10 minute registration. So you download the app, take a picture of yourself, you scan your ID, and we're basically trying to continue to upgrade it as much as we can. Early adoption things, there's been some challenges, but we're getting better. You get an instant trip summary at the end. So the cars are the exciting part. So we have Mini Clubmans and Mini Coopers. We have 328i's, and we have i3s with the range extender, so that's the electric, and then we have X1. So all these cars will be on the street over the next 2 weeks. We'll have about 360 cars total on the streets of Portland. Our home area is 72nd. Well, actually, I have a map here, right here. So in September we launched, and we launched with a smaller number of cars, and we had about 30.3 square miles. We then went up to, we're going up to 357 cars. We'll have about 10.3 square cars per square mile. So we'll have a good number of density. And to compare it to Car2Go, they've got about 450 cars now, so we'll be sort of doubling the number of free-floating car share in Portland. So where do we come from? So we came from DriveNow, which is in Europe, right? So we have 10 cities in Europe that has the brand name DriveNow. When we came to America, or to North America, we branded it ReachNow. Don't ask why, it's just what happened. We started with San Francisco. They kind of kicked us out. They changed the parking laws. We picked up shop and moved up to Seattle. That was city number 2. City number 3 is Portland. So we're here in Portland, we're loving it. And city number 4 actually is now Brooklyn, New York, and that was just announced last week. So what's happening with the future, right? So in 2016, BMW announced partnerships with Mobileye and Intel, so they're starting this process of autonomous. Over the next 4 or 5 years, we're going to be transitioning a lot of the combustion engines to electric, to plug-in hybrid or to full battery electric, so you're going to start to see some of the other cars transition to those PHEV and BEV vehicles. And then in 2021, we're going to have BMW has announced basically that we'll have fully autonomous driving-ready vehicles for production, 2021. So that's what this base layer is putting down right now here in Portland. So we've been here for about 8 weeks now. We're excited to be here. Portland's a great car-sharing city. We're just getting our member base built up, and we're excited to be here. The electrics, we were doing some demos downstairs today, and we certainly would welcome you to test drive. If you've never driven an electric vehicle, it's a good chance to try it out. for not a lot of money. It's a pretty low-risk proposition. So if you're at all interested in our service, it's a free lifetime membership right now. So if you sign up, there's no risk to it. You just download the app and register. And we'd love to have you. So with that, I'd like to take some questions.
Woo! How do you compare to your other competitor, Zipcar?
So the question is, how do we compare to Zipcar? So Zipcar is a service that allows a car to be picked up in a certain parking spot, and then it has to be dropped off or parked in a parking spot, a designated spot. So we're different because we're called free floating, which means the cars are all over the street, so you can drop it off and park it anywhere in a legal parking spot 1 hour or longer. So it's the difference in reserved parking versus free floating.
How do you guys manage fleet analytics?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Oh, how do you guys manage fleet analytics?
Fleet analytics? We've got a pretty robust back office that is looking at all of our systems at all times. We actually, in some ways, it's too complicated because a lot of it goes through our German uncle in Munich. So a lot of the things that we do actually go through the back office in Germany. It's a very sophisticated system, but they're tracking it. They've got, I think they have 700,000 members in Europe.
So if they're electric, how long can you drive them before they run out of power?
So the question is, how long can you drive these electrics before they run out of power? So these cars are the 2017 i3s, and they're about 170-mile range on them. They've got a little battery generator, gas generator that actually gives it a little more power. We fill them all the time. So we have a local team that refuels the cars at all times. And so basically, anytime it gets below about 25%, we fully charge it again.
Are you going to add bike racks to any of your vehicles?
Question is, are we adding bike racks? Great question, and it leads me to another thought. So we do not currently have bike racks, but we're testing a product in Seattle called Reserve. It's called ReachNow Reserve, which means you can order a car on your app to be delivered to your home with a bike rack, with a ski rack, with a car seat, with anything, delivered to your home. You get in, you drive it for the weekend, and then we come pick it up at the end of the weekend. So that's called ReachNow Reserve, being tested now in Seattle. The other 3 products we're testing in Seattle are a fleet product, so it's a dedicated fleet where a company would have fleet cars and we would put our own cars into that system. The second product is called ReachNow Share, which is a peer-to-peer service similar to GetAround, if anybody's ever used that. It will allow BMW owners and Mini owners to put their own cars into our fleet and make money from that service. And the other very exciting service is called ReachNow Ride, which is a competitor to Uber and Lyft. So we're actually competing head-to-head with Uber and Lyft in Seattle starting in about a month.
So you're new to Portland. What kind of feedback have you heard so far, positive? How's it going so far?
It's really, it's exciting. There's a lot of great feedback. People love the cars. They love the utility of the cars. The cars are a little bit larger than the car-to-go car, so you can put 4 or 5 people in them. You can put your groceries and anything else you want in these cars. And they like the ride, right? These are fun cars to drive. We're now getting more cars, so you've got even more options. So far the response has been really positive, and we keep getting more and more every day. Way back.
How many times per day are you getting cars used?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
How many times per day are your cars used, an individual car?
Each individual car, it varies because we're a free-floating system. It's very organic, so cars, they move around all over. The cars that are sort of, planted downtown, they could be used 3, 5, 7 times a day, maybe 10. Some cars that may be way out in the eastern quadrant, maybe once a day, right? So we're still just sort of starting out, but every day we get more users. I think we got one more right in the center.
Is ReachNow owned by BMW?
Yes, it is. Yeah, so we're a wholly owned subsidiary of BMW.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.